today I'm going to be showing you how to do your oversplits. So oversplits can help you with your split jumps. So before you do the oversplits, please make sure that you are warmed up properly. I warmed up off camera at first and then I showed you a few stretches that I did. It will be much easier if you already have your splits on the floor. And once you have that and once you're feeling comfortable, I feel like that's when you should move on to doing your oversplits. But if you're really close to getting your splits, you're so close, you're almost touching the ground, but you're not there yet, what you can do is you do your normal stretches that you do before doing your splits, and then you stretch your splits, and then after that you get something that is obviously not as high as a sofa or a chair, but like something like pillows, like stacking pillows on top of each other, or books, or a very small stool. Then you just stretch there and you just hold it for a few seconds, 10 seconds at least. Repeat that every day, and then you'll find that, and then soon enough you'll find that you're actually sitting on your splits or you're closer to the ground. Oh, and by the way, thank you for like a 500 subscribers, because I never really said that. I know that now I have like 600 subscribers or something like that. And I know 500 is not like a huge number like compared to other YouTubers. Yeah, but like still thank you for watching my videos and liking my videos and commenting on my videos. It really makes me happy when I see your comments. And I am reading your comments. I know that sometimes I don't reply, but sometimes I just am really busy, and especially right now I have exams, so I don't really have a lot of time to film videos, and I'm really focusing on studying. Thank you for 500, now 600 subscribers. And it's just that, like I said, it's not a big number, but like I always imagined, like if you put 500 people in one room, it's like that's a lot of people. Like it's just a lot of people. I don't know. It's just amazing. So thank you. I'm going to stop talking now because this intro is getting super long, and let's just get on with the video. Like I said in the beginning, you should start with a warm-up. Make sure to warm up properly so that you don't injure yourself. And feel free to use your own warm-up, and if you want you can use some of the stretches that I will be showing you here. I also have a video on my warm-up routine. It's a bit old, but you still can follow along and see what stretches I do to warm up. Be sure to do your warm-up slowly and gently. Do not rush your stretches, because if you do, you won't be warming up properly and you will be easily injured. So when warming up, make sure to warm up everything and evenly. So if you stretch your right leg, make sure to stretch your left leg just as much as you did with your right leg. So we will be stretching our feet, our back, our legs, and our arms. Please be sure to do your warm-up properly and don't skip it, because it is very important, and in fact it can also help with your oversplits, because if you're not warmed up enough, you won't feel and stretched enough to do your oversplits, and like I said, you can easily get injured. By the way, this is a great exercise to stretch your shoulders, and you're also stretching your hips at the same time. Here are some exercises that will help you with your oversplit. So these are the stretches that I would do when I would be stretching for my splits and would also help your oversplit. So this next stretch is very helpful to getting your splits and will help you with your oversplit. So you're going to be doing like a split, but you're going to bend your front legs at a 90-degree angle, and you're going to try and push your hip down as much as you can, and also try to keep your knee down as well, and lie down if this stretch is too easy, and you can also have someone push you down. So next, of course, make sure to stretch your splits. So something very important about when you're stretching your splits is to keep your hips squared. A lot of people make the mistake of kind of sitting on their side and their hips are not squared. So they will be like looking to the side like this. This is incorrect. Make sure to lift yourself up if you need to and correct yourself and sit in the proper position of a split. If you continue sitting on your side, then you will find it difficult to do your oversplits, and especially when you do your jumps, they won't look as nice or they won't be correct at all since your hip will be turned out. For this next stretch, lift up your hand. So if you're sitting on your right split, lift up your right hand and you will be leaning back and forward. Do that 8 times and then hold your leg for 30 seconds. The next stretch is called butterfly, and try to keep your feet as close as you can and push your knees down as much as you can. I like to push my knees down and sort of go down as well, but if you have someone that can push your knees down, you can just stretch down and have them push you down. This is also another way where you can stretch out your hips. So you can first start on your elbows and then hold that for 10 seconds and then put your hands behind your legs and look up and hold that for another 10 seconds, and you can repeat. Make sure that when you're doing the stretch, you keep one line with your legs. Don't go too forward like this or too backwards like this. Keep it straight, one line from one knee to the other. Next, make sure to stretch your middle splits, and again, it's very important to keep one line with your legs, with your middle splits as well. This stretch will really help you stretch the back of your legs. So you're going to take your opposite hand. So if you're doing your right leg, you're going to use your left hand and you're going to keep it straight. You're not going to turn it out or anything. You're going to put it under your leg and you're just going to flex your foot and grab your toes. And you're going to lift it up and down for 8 or 10 times. And try to straighten out your leg as much as you can and try to reach your nose. Next, grab your heel with your other hand and push it towards your nose. And hold that for 10 seconds. And then stretch out your leg in front of you and just hold that for another 10 seconds. So this stretch can help with turning out your hips and stretching your hips. So you're going to keep both legs straight and then you're going to bend one leg and open it to the side and then straighten it. Do that for 8 times and then change the direction so that you first open up to the side, lift it up and straighten it. And do that on both legs. And you can also do this on your elbows if you found the previous position difficult. And then make sure to do it with both legs as well. You can keep your hands in this position. It will just help stretch your shoulders and your hands more. Before doing your oversplits, what you can do is sit in your splits and then lift your leg up. You can either point or flex your foot. If you flex your foot, you will get a better stretch, and I would usually flex my foot and just lift it off the ground as much as you can. Or you can go on your elbows and point your foot and lift your foot off the ground as much as you can. So let's say you're so close to getting your split and you are wondering if you should try to do your oversplit. Yes, you can try to do your oversplit, but be careful when you do it. Don't push yourself too much. Just be gentle. And by doing the oversplit, it can help you get your split. So I will be showing you some examples that you can use to stretch your oversplits with. So I have this small stool and you can start off with that if you want. And so you're going to put your heel up and you're going to slowly stretch. You can keep your hands down for now for support, but once you get comfortable, you can lift your hands off the floor. You can either put them on your leg or you can put it on the stool or whatever you're stretching on. And you can also lift your hands up. By lifting your hands up, I think is the best way because you will sort of get down faster. You can start off by holding it for 10 seconds and then slowly increasing it by another 10 seconds. If you don't have a small stool like that, what you can do is stack books or textbooks on top of each other and stretch from that. You can also use pillows. I think if you don't have your splits yet, I think using a pillow would be the best option. And then slowly stack the pillows on top of each other when you start finding it that it's too easy for you. And don't forget to change your leg. So once those other heights are too easy for you and you're sitting on it comfortably, then you can start increasing the height and you can use a sofa for example. And like I said before, you can either keep your hands on the sofa or you can lift your hands up. So something you can do is to distract yourself from the pain by reading a book or watching TV or watching a movie. And remember to sit properly. Remember to start increasing the height once you find it too easy. Yes, it will be more painful, but remember that if you don't, then there will be no improvement. So you can keep your hands in front of you for 30 seconds, your hands up for maybe a minute, and then your hands behind you or on the back of your knee for another 30 seconds. While sitting in your oversplits, you can repeat the exercises that we did when we were sitting on the splits on the floor. So you're gonna lean back and lean forwards. Then you're going to bend your knee and then try to straighten it. And you can hold that for 30 seconds. So I decided to increase my height and I decided to do it from the top of the chair, not the part where you sit on, but the top of it. I do that sometimes at the gym. This chair at home is a bit bigger than the one at the gym, so I'm a bit more far away from the ground, but that's okay because I will be getting a better stretch. Now, if you're planning to do that, be careful. As you can see, the chair can slip away. So, you don't want that to happen, and you certainly don't want this to happen. Don't worry, I'm okay. Maybe you want someone to sit on it, or maybe put it on the carpet so it's not as slippery. You can lean backwards, or you can hold on to the chair and try to push yourself down. So maybe if that's too high, you can try to find something that is lower. For example, the part where you put your arm on the sofa, that is higher than the actual sofa where you sit on. Or for my chair, there is this cross at the back and there's some space where I can just lift my foot in and that'll be better for my left leg. I'm okay by sitting on the chair, but I can increase the height, so I can't do it from the top, but I can do it from there. So it is important to stretch your bad leg as well. If you can't stretch it from a higher level like I'm trying over here, you can try from somewhere else because that can help you stretch from a higher level. So moving on to your middle split. So you're going to put one leg up and you're going to have to lift yourself up a bit and go on your elbows. And if you find it easy, you can lie down. And once again, increase the height once you start finding it easy. You can go on your elbows, or if you want, you can lie down and keep your hands in front of you. Or what I like to do is kind of keep my hands underneath me. For some reason, I just find that more comfortable. If you find that you can't straighten one of your legs, you can just bend one knee like this. So I decided to try it out from the top of the chair. I mean, I know I can't do it. It's too high, but I tried, I guess. And this is not a split. This is definitely not a split. And I mean, it practically looks like I'm standing, but anyway, I was curious, so I decided to try it. And if you wonder if I could do it, no, I can't. So next, we're going to stretch our splits in reverse. So you're going to put up your knee. So if you're doing your right split, you have to put up your left leg and not exactly on your knee, more like above your knee. So this will also help with your oversplits. If you still haven't gotten your oversplits, maybe by doing this stretch, you can finally get your oversplit. You can also hold on to the chair to help push yourself more down. Or if you're finding it difficult, what you can do is put up your foot instead of your knee and stretch in the same way. You can also do the exercises that we did, like leaning backwards and leaning forwards and holding backwards like this. And of course, also stretch your other leg as well. So if you're finding it easy to stretch just from one chair, try stretching between two chairs. I think that this stretch will help you the most, especially in your jumps. Try to lift up your hands and put them on the chair. Then try to hold it for 30 seconds with your hands on your front leg, and then for 1 minute with your hands up, and then you can either arch back or grab hold of the chair and stretch backwards for another 30 seconds. When sitting between two chairs, I feel like I can stretch both my front and back leg at the same time. And please remember to breathe. Breathing can help. Every time you breathe out, try to push yourself down even lower. I know that stretching your bad leg can be really difficult sometimes, but hold that stretch. Don't fall out of that stretch yet. But it's very important to stretch both legs, and believe me, it will become much easier over time. You just have to keep on stretching and just pushing yourself to your limit, because if you don't push, then no one else is gonna push, and you're not gonna see any improvements if you don't. Remember, push past your limits. I know it's gonna be painful, but if you don't, you'll be stuck in the same position forever. But most importantly, remember to believe in yourself. Reach for your goals, don't stop, and keep going. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can click over here to watch my other video, and I will see you next time. Bye!